Kakshayam. Let us begin with the Prarthana. Excuse me for no camera today. I'm sorry. Gurureva gati, gurumeva bhaje, gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave, na guru paramam shishurasmi guro, matirasti guro, mama pahi guro, gurureva gati, gurumeva bhaje, gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave, na guro paramam Shishurasmi guru, matirasti guru, mama pari guru, gurureva gati, gurumeva bhaje, gurunaiva sahasmi, namo gurave, na guru paramam shishurasmi guru, matirasti guru, mama pari guru. Okay, after the prarthana, let us enter today's lesson, and that is Sankhya numbers as far as I see it. So we have completed the exercises of the Rit Lakara. Then we had done the concept abhyasa for that, how many kinds of rupas and all that we discussed. Now we are into numbers. Actually, I am I'm not good for examination preparation. I'll recommend Vyoma that don't give me examination courses. Okay. So what happens is I really love giving concepts, and I can't restrain myself in this case also. With Sankhya's also, I'm trying to give you something descriptive, okay, that will give you a lot of insight into the forms of Sankhya. How a Sankhya is working in Sanskritam is entire. Yeah? Pardon?
I have one question. See, madam, this you have told me, told us last class.
Oh, you have a question? I didn't start anything yet. Okay, please.
So, Sanskrit Sarani, you was told, na? So, Sanskrit Sarani, from there you have taken that reference. It is
Pardon? I didn't get.
Sarva Sanskrit Sarani, you mentioned that book, day for yesterday, yeah. I mean, last class. That my Prasam Bhagat.
Yes, Sarala Samskrita Sarani, yeah.
Yes. First part, second part.
This Sankhya, I don't know where it is. There are two parts of that book. Yeah, it has two parts.
Yes. But last, this one, that Ikaranta, Akaranta, you have told that one.
Yes, sir, we'll discuss it later. You can ask in the group also. I'm sorry. Let us go on with the class. I'm already late for the class. It's 7 minutes late. And I have to do this concept. Lot of concept is there. Let me try to put it as much helpful for you as possible. I cannot make it quicker or slower, but I have to explain things, that's why. So let us try to understand the Sankhya Vishayas. Okay. What is Sankhya? Sankhya is the numbering. Okay. It works a little different in Sanskrit. That's why we have to learn a lot about Sankhya. People usually do a lot of mistakes. I have not seen, even myself. I include myself in this. I have not seen anyone telling the Sankhya's correctly, but I am good in giving you the concept. May the concept help you. My side mistakes will go because I didn't practice my own concept, but I assure you that if you practice this way, it will be really helpful for you people. Okay, so I give you these. Let us try to be as quick as possible. Okay, so the vyavastha, if we understand, in different languages it goes different way. If we see in English, it's like 1, 2, 3, and then 11, 12, 13, and then after 20, it goes to 21, 22, like that. So 34, 63. What do we observe? We see a tens place first coming, and then the ones place coming. That is the vyavastha. In Telugu, we have the same way. Nalabhai, Nalugu, Yabhai, Aru. So we are giving the tens place first and the ones place in the right side. Okay, after later. So I think in Kannada also same system only. Okay, so the tens place comes and then ones. But in German, you know, it's different. It's the ones place coming first and then tens place coming later. In the Sanskritam also, we have the same system. So we have to think a little differently in this regard. I'm just trying to give you. Then the second aspect of the numbering system is the ordinals. Ordinals have a different vyavastha. Though I'm not going to cover that in this lesson, I want to give you an idea about it. Like Prathamaha, Dvitiya. So here goes the first one. So the first, second, third. I mean 1, 2, 3 are numbers, but the first, second, third are the ordinals. So for the beginners who don't understand either English or the Sanskrit very correctly, I just want to give an idea. In Telugu, it is like Okatava, Rendava, or Modati, Rendava, Moodava, kind of. Yeah.
Bhagini, I have one question. I know you touched on it. It was Swaminathan. I have one question. I think you touched on it. It was not clear to me. Say, in the Vyavastha, you say, if it is 21.
Yes, Arya, please tell.
Yeah, if it is 21, or in
Yes.
Tamil, say, 21, right? So you're saying the 10th place first, and then the number comes. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. 10th place first, and
Yes,
then the
that's
number.
what I said. 10th place. Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
On the other hand, in Tamil, in Sanskrit, Ekavimsati
20 is the
21.
10th place and 21. Yeah.
21. So it will be
that's
Ekavimsati here,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that. In German also it's like 1 and 20, 2 and 40. 2 and 40 means 42. So we should, I mean, it is, we think that, oh, it's just a reversing of it. But you know, when you hear it, it's really going very like, it's dangerous thing. Like we miss the clarity there. When it really goes into the language system, it causes confusion.
It's a very good, it's a very clear concept, because many of us use it without really knowing the impact of it. So that's good.
Yeah.
Somehow your voice sometimes gets clipped. So what happens is when you say some things, it is not
It's
coming
getting
out.
broken. I'm trying to be like
That's why, yeah. That's why I have
okay,
asked
I'll
the
try
question.
to close everything here.
Dhanyavada.
Fine. I have closed everything that uses internet, all the apps, and I'm trying to be as much this as possible. Let us see how it goes, because I'm not at home. So please pardon for this. Let me see how it goes. I'll repeat. If anything cuts down, I'll repeat. Okay. One moment. Okay, let's go ahead. So, in the Prachina Bhashas, we see that like German is largely from like Sanskrit. It's like systems are resembling Sanskritam. They say, I don't know anything about Arabic, but when I learn Sanskrit, they always compare it with Arabic. I don't know the numbering system in that. So we usually see that in the modern languages, it's like 10th place first and in one's place later. Usually, in the old languages, it's the reverse of it. Okay. Then this displacement system that we learned in childhood, I remember I read it in 3rd standard or 2nd standard, where they introduce us ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, etc. I tried to find it was introduced to us as units place. They now children learn it as ones place, but we learned it as unit. The unit place, I don't know what it is called in Sanskrit, so I just tried to call it ekasthanam. Okay, I coined that word myself. Then, and I said that Dashamadi Sthana. Okay, so I call it Dashamadi Sthana. Dashama is the 10th place. Don't have a word for Eka. Okay, so units place, I don't have a word. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so then we have that this universally done. So we need not learn anything new regarding this place in the Sanskritam, but I try to express these things in Sanskritam. Okay, so why this is breaking? Okay, I request you to allow doubts at the end of the session. Right, we discussed this. I'm sorry, there is a this thing that okay, there is a point that made in the question answers that allow doubts in the end. So I understand this, but in my classes I usually allow so that the doubt they don't need to keep it till the end. I understand they disturb people, others, but for the one who would bear the doubt, it's very difficult to keep it till the end. That's why I entertain in the between. Let me try. Okay. After one concept, I ask you to ask it. Okay. One concept is complete. Then you ask the doubts. Okay. Right. Okay. I'll try to join link. I'll try to give every time in the group. Okay. That is done. Fine. Okay. We'll go ahead. I'll try to name the sthanas. Okay. Just for our reference. Dashama sthanam. So as I said, Eka sthanam. Dashmasthanam, Shatasthanam, Sahasrasthanam, Dashasahasra, Laksha, Dashalaksha. Till here we have the common counting. Okay, then a little more. We are not very much used to like using them, but there is a big numbering system in Sanskritam. It goes until some good number power. I'll tell you which one. That's Parardham. So Parardham. So till after Dashalaksha, there is Koti, Dasha Koti. Till there, it's common numbering system that we learn. Crore, 10 crore, that's all. After that, you know, I mean, this million system and all, I'm not very much used to. People call it like Laksha Sthanam is called 100,000, and then Dashalaksha is called 1 million. And our system goes the three some kind of counting it goes. It goes like 1,000, 100,000. 10,000, 100,000, then million, 10 million, 100 million, then billion, 10 billion, 100 billion. However far they go, they will not reach the Parardham. I'll tell you how. Okay, the Parardham place, you know, there is a very big this one. Okay, for the until the Parardham. Oh, I didn't include it here. It seems. Okay, let me tell you later. By the end, I'll try to tell you. So now we come to the other things which are related to the Sankhya. Okay, we completed till here. So these are the Sthana names for our reference. Then in Samskrita, we will come to specifically Samskrita right now. So Sankhya has the greatest thing. You will be baffled with, I mean, I'm not very happy with these Sankhya. I would love if they would not have all these details for me to deal with. I would really love if numbers were not touched by these things. But you know, we are unfortunate in that. So we have to use the linga, vachana, etc. So they are all coming in the way, okay, for learning Sankhya. Right? So we have to be very careful. Even the numbers where the linga, vachana, you know, it's not just a neuter kind of thing. You say 24, 35 people, 35 men, 46 women, like that. It's not that simple in Sanskritam, okay, when it comes to the numbers. So there is a linga, there is a vachana, and there are vibhaktis also. So we have to be very, very careful when using numbers. So there is a vibhakti also. Vibhakti systems, you know, the 7+1 vibhakti system. Okay. I hope now the voice is better. Can somebody please answer? Is it okay now?
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, fine. Yeah, right. Okay, let's go ahead. Then the Visheshana Visheshya Bhava system is also there in Sanskrit. Okay, so with numbering the like when we say 24, I saw 24 boys. Okay, if I want to say that. So now I saw boys. I'll go there. And if boys I take, then it is oh, one moment. Okay, okay, I'm sorry. Please, no, here. I'll quit this. No, better. So this Visheshana is like I said, I saw boys. Then when I say boys here, that is saw. Okay, the saw is the verb and the boys becomes the Dvitiya Vibhakti of that, isn't it? So it's an objective case. Now I say 24 boys. In English, neither boys take a case nor 24 takes a case. Though we say it's an objective case for the understanding, it doesn't bear any marker there. Okay. So what happens here is this in the 24 is also going to get a vibhakti and sankhya. Okay, both they are going to work in Sanskrit. That is where we have to understand Samskrita numbers differently. Okay, so this point please keep in mind. I saw 24 boys. So even the boys is getting a vibhakti pratyaya. The 24 is also getting a vibhakti pratyaya. That is where it's working like the Visheshana and the Visheshya. Okay, then when we write in the Lekhanam or the this one, we say Dashamasthana Puram. Whenever we say also, not just in Lekhana Krama. So we will write like in the Lekhana means when we use Akshara. Okay, when we use Acha. There is one more aspect. I didn't include it here. When it comes to Sankhyas, now there are so many things we are overwhelmed with giving details. Let me try to make it simple for you. I don't want to scare you off. So when we write, there are two ways of writing numbers. One is the like the what you call as the like the shapes. The one means one straight line vertically. Then two means one ulta C and then a line right side. Then three means two ulta C's one below the other. Like that, the shapes which we are using is one way of writing numbers. And the second is THREE 3, FOUR 4, FIVE 5. That one kind of thing. So we have two Lekhana Kramas. Okay. So in the writing system, when we use the symbols, there are Devanagari digits, we write them separately. We have all the 10 digits like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. So we have all of them and then we write in combinations. Isn't it? The basic numbers which we use the shapes and the digital distinct, what I call them, the numerals writing, they are like different. They are only 10. We need not remember much. They are only written like 24. Is it we write 2 first and 4 second. I don't think in Sanskrit it will be anything different. Okay, as far as the Devanagari numbers are concerned, though they say Lipi emerged later, we didn't have all these before, all that bullshit vadas are there. I don't go into them because I never attended. I never attend any satisfactory answer in that vadas. So whatever is there at present, I'll take it as a standard and I'll try to tell you. Will not take deep into the history part of it. So 24. When we write 2 and 4, like 2 will come first and 4 will come second. You see the Lekhana here when we write the digits is different, and when we say it, when we read it out, what will we say? We say Chatur Vimshatihi. Okay, isn't it? Chatur Vimshati. So Vimshati is the 20 and Chatur is the 4. So we say 4 first and 20 next. So exactly what we are saying, 4 and 20. Okay, so these is the two kinds of Lekhana Krama. So when I say Dashamasthanam Purvam, then it is like Aksharas when we write, then it's different. When we put digits, it's a different one. Okay, that I wanted to make clear, which I didn't make clear in the writing of my sentences. Like this is a faulty sentence, which will lead you to a wrong this one. So when we write like 2, 4, that's different, and when we read it like Chatur Vimshati, that's different. Okay, that. So Dvividha Akshara Rupa Sanketa Rupa. Yeah, here I come. Here I cover it. Akshara Rupa Sanketa Rupa. So there are like Sanketa. Here I have given you the representation 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. You can see them. Okay, so those who don't know Devanagari numbers, I recommend very strictly, please learn how to write. The Devanagari numbers, you must know how to write them. Okay, please learn writing them. They are the Prathamika Sankhya. There are only 10 of them, 10 shapes you have to learn. Please learn them. You will feel not just happy but proud all your life. Okay, so for learning them, because I have learned Telugu numbers. Most of the people don't know them, cannot recognize them. Okay, though I cannot do it very quickly, my speed is medium. I'm not very high speedy with reading Telugu numbers. When they are very tuck, you put them. I take some time, but I do recognize them. I also learned Kannada numbers. Okay, they are a little different from Telugu. It was one or two places it was a little confusing for me because exact like Devanagari shape, Telugu shape always came in between when I tried to learn Kannada shapes. So okay, please try to learn these numbers. They'll give you very much happiness. Actually, learning is much fun. Okay, it's challenging. Then you feel when you don't remember, you feel a little regretting. But don't try to remember them. Just learn them. Just attempt to learn that. So I'm not asking you to remember them, recognize them, and tell me retrieve when I ask you to do it. I'm not saying that. Please learn. That's all. Attempt to learn. That is important. Then we will go to other Visheshas of the Sankhyas in Samskrita. Okay, so these are all like they have the Shabda Rupas. Now that we learn, they bear the Lingas, they have the Vachanas, they show the Vibhaktis. That means there is a 7 plus 1. I mean, there is no 1. There is only 7 into 3. There is no plus 1. That's where we are saved. We don't say, oh, 1, oh, 2, oh, 3. We don't say that. Luckily, there is no Sambodhana. We are saved thanks to Bhasha Bhattarika Devi. Okay. So these have the Shabda Rupas. And there is the Vyavastha. And wherever there is the Shabda Rupas, there is a Vyavastha. There is a X plus Y. Okay. How they work. It is going to make some difference. So there is a Pratipadikam and there is a Pratyaya for that. Right. Then there are also Sandhi Niyamas working out. We will see that very clearly. I will give you as much detail as possible in these Sandhi Niyamas. Below 100, I'll try to cover in this lesson. After that, you can build on that same principle, of course. Okay, so there are Swara Sandhis working out. There are Vyanjana Sandhis also working out. But believe me, it's going to be very easy. It's going to be specific to those endings, those letters which are going to come in the way of the numbering system. Okay, so we will see there will be only 3 or 4 letters that we come across when we mix, when we try to put the numbers together. It's only like 2 or 3 places which we have to take care. That's all. Don't worry about that. And Visarga Sandhi also comes into the play. Okay. Now, then there are some Vaikalpika Rupas. Okay. Especially with the 2, with the 8, with the 9. There are Vaikalpika Rupas. Okay. So there are 2 kinds of forms possible with them, like Ashta and Ashta, and Dvi and Dva. And then with 9, it's interesting. I tell you, when it comes the 9 Sankhya, when it comes, 9 is always interesting number in any language. Okay. So in English also we discussed a lot about 9. We'll come to that in the numerology. 9 is very interesting. It's a complete number, they say. So we'll come to that anyway. I'm not going to Jyotishas and all that. Don't worry. Right. So the Ashta and Ashta is one form, Dvi Dva is another, Tri Trayaha is another. Like this is Tri Traya is not like Vaikalpika Rupa. So it's like it changes it, put it wrongly here. It's only changing form because of the Sandhi nature. Okay, and with the 9, it's going to be Nava, Ekona, Ekanna, Ekadna. So there are 4 possible rupas for every 9 number. Like 29, 39, 49, 59 until 99. We are going to have so many like these things. Okay, right. We'll go to the next thing. Then we have Samastatvam Bhinna Vyavastha. Right. So when it comes to the samasas, okay, when we use the like 21 girls, when we say, so 21 girls is just 2 separate words in English. Let me repeat. 21 girls, I want to tell. It's going to be only 2 separate words in English, but in Sanskritam, we have 2 ways of saying it. Like one compounded way, one non-compounded way. So in the compounding system, which I'm not going to touch in this lesson, it's out of the scope for us for right now. But samastha, like compounding also makes a difference when the number and the thing which it qualifies, okay, they come into union as a compound, the vibhakti is going to drop, isn't it? Whenever 2 words come into compound, when they agree and come into together, then they drop their vibhaktis. Okay, like in marriage, the girl drops her name and enters into the in-laws place. Okay, something like that. All the birds which are forming a compound, they are very good friends. They become like they don't see their differences anymore. They all enter into their Pratipadika forms. So okay, this is the agreement that they do before entering. In one house we are going to stay. All the friends, they take one room, they try to stay there. They forget the differences. Hey, I'll wear your shirt, Ray. I'll take your bag today, Ray. I have this interview, give me your tie. All that they will just agree with. In the same way, all these words come into agreement. They drop their vibhaktis and they are like that. The numbering system also has this feature. Okay. So we will just touch that point and we'll go ahead. I don't want to dig deep into that. Then the now starts the theory part. Okay. Now start the real theory part. Let me now, until now, I just gave you the salient features of Sanskrit numbers. Now we are entering into specific details. Okay. So the specific details, I want to just go ahead. Let me see the questions, if any. Okay. Some people are asking to get unmute. I'm sorry. So the late enters. I'm just Arbudam. Yeah, there are Parardam. I just didn't put those details. I'll read them out before I end this lesson. Give me just 2 minutes. I'll unmute everyone. Please mute back. Please mute back. Okay. Yeah. Please. Yes. I think, right, fine. So, yeah. One moment. So let me read out that thing before. It's very interesting thing. I don't want you people to miss that thing. Okay. So I'll read out the numbers, shlok which I didn't include in this thing. I thought I did, but one, yeah. Please be mute, everyone. Yeah. Unless it's like, yeah, one more. Yeah, let me. Where is it? Yeah, this is it. Fine. So that Eka, Dasha, Shata, Sahasra, after that, it's Ayuta. Dasha Sahasra is called Ayuta. Laksha, then Prayuta. Okay, after Laksha, Dasha Laksha is Prayuta, 10 to the power 6. Now I'll tell you in the power terms. Koti is 10 to the power 7. Arbuda 10 to the power 8. Then Abja, Karva, Nikharva, Mahapadma, Shankha, Jaladhi, Antya, Madhya, and then Parardha, which happens to be 10 to the power 17. There is also a shloka for that. Yeah. What is this? Please mute back. Oh my God. This is very bad. Bad manners. Please mute yourself when you have personal to talk. Okay. So let me read out the shloka. Ekam dasha shatam chaiva sahasrayuta lakshakam prayutam koti sanyancha arbudam abjam cha karvakam nikarbam cha mahapadnam shanku. I'm sorry, I did read it as Shanka. It's not Shanka, it's Shanku. Shankur Jaladhirevacha. Antyam Madhyam Paradam cha Sanya Dashagunottaraha. So all these Sanyas which we are just naming have the to the power 10. Okay, I mean 10 to the power each number increasing one by one. He is giving it in the shloka form. As I told you in Sanskrita, everything is a shloka, okay, like that. So here we have all that explained. Now let me go back to, yeah, right. Okay, now we'll come to the specific details which I have promised. Eka, Dvi, Tri, and Chatvari.
Bhagini,
So that's what we try to learn in the numbers when we like. Yes.
is it possible to share that verse, the shloka you said, because like you said, the shloka is the easier way to remember.
Yes, I'll put it in this document and give you.
Right,
yes, I want you all to learn them and feel the pride. See, Sanskritam learning is self-pride. We have that belongingness, okay? How much great our language is, how much rich we are. Okay, I'll definitely share them with you. I didn't put it on this presentation right now, but when I'll share this presentation with you, I'll put the shlokas and give you. Okay, right. Fine. So, right. Now we will come back to the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we will do some vibhagas here. Let me be very clear. The way the numbers are going to take their forms, I have tried to divide them. This is not my own knowledge. I'm not giving it from my own understanding, because numbers have been always challenging for me. So I took it from some different sources. The primary being Janardana Hegde sir's Sankhya Jnanam, Sankhya Jnanam or something that is published by the Samskrita Bharati. It's a beautiful orange colored book. I like the color very much. Okay. And the second thing is like other primary books which I refer for is Pradharashna Anuvada Kaumudi, Anuvada Chandrika, and some Aurobindo Ashram's book, Sarala Samskrita Sarani, etc., etc. I have seen different places, and this Vibhaga I liked a lot. So try to see the numbers according to the categories by which they take the forms. So for the first Vibhaga will be comprising of the first 4 numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let us see how they are working. They are going to take the 3 lingas. Okay, I'm not talking about ordinals. These are the non-ordinal plain numbers. When we just tell the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's all. Okay, I'm not talking about 6 men, 5 girls, 3 boys, 4 students. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, that's all. Okay, so how many apples are there? There are 5. That's all. Just 5. I said 5. So that much I'm telling you. So ekaha, eka, ekam. We see that the eka exists in the 3 lingas. Okay. So the prathama vibhakti I am telling, of course, ekaha, eka, and ekam. Then the dvi also will take dvau, dve, dve. Do you observe something? Dvau is like ramau, isn't it? Then dve is like late, dve is like hale. So when we say the pratipadikam is dvi, but the forms it takes is like akaranta only. In the 3 cases, in the 3 lingas, okay. Not case means I am not saying vibhakti. Like I am telling, in the 3 lingas issue, in those 3 places, it's going to take that differently. It's not going to work as hari. Though we say dvi as ikaranta, we are not taking the hari, like harihi, hari, harayaha. So the hari, dvi, dvi, then what happens with this? Matiki, mati, mataya, isn't it? Mati, matyau, or that way. Okay, so we are not taking it that way. So this is going into dvau, dve, dve, right? Next, the 3 will take trayaha, tisraha, trini. Okay, so that is why when we say 3 ladies, when we want to say, we use tisraha. We don't use trayaha, striyaha. We don't say trayaha, mahilaha. We say tisraha, mahilaha. Like that. And please don't confuse this sra with stra. Most of the people are making it as sahastra. Let me tell you, those whoever has this confusion, let me tell you, it's not stra like astra, shastra, shastra. There we have 2 these things. Okay, so the lot of people are getting confused. In nearby Tirupati, we have a place called Kalahasti. You know, people have almost 99.9% people say Kalahastri. Oh, I'm tired of correcting them. Please say Kalahasti. Hasti means like elephant. So if I sit and telling them, then they look from me head to toe, they will look towards me. Then they will say, okay, Kalahastri, fine. I understood. It's Kalahastri, they say. Okay, so it's very funny, but still it's serious. People are changing names, which is bad for the culture, which is bad for the stories, the Purana, prominence, etc. Like if we call, Shakespeare says that if we call rose as a different one, it will not stop smelling the same beautiful fragrance it gives. No, I don't agree. If I say rose, then only it is generating inside me the beauty, the form. The name is the representative of the form. If I say Usha, I feel that belongingness, it's my name. If somebody calls me Radha, though Radha is a very beautiful name, I don't call myself, I don't associate myself. So names are very important. That's why whatever sound you are making is going to make a difference in your life. That's why don't say it's Tisraha. It's a Tisraha only. Reading Devanagari is a little challenging regarding these small details when it comes. That's why as a teacher, I'm making it clear for you. Sahasra, it's not Sahasra, it's a Sahasra. South Indians don't do it because we use different lipi, but Hindi people, North Indians, and those who use Devanagari as their writing system, they do it a lot. Okay, please don't do it. Then, the next thing is Chatur. Okay, Chatur or Chatuhu. The Ra is changing into the Vibhakti. Okay, it's like Chatur. And we have Chatvaraha, Chatasraha, and then Chatvari. Okay, so these three forms are there in the three lingas. Meanwhile, I am telling only the Vibhakti Prathama. I am just using the first case here. Okay. Then the Eka Shabda has many meanings. Though we are using it in the Sankhya form, it has like Ekaha is like one alone. Okay, and the first one is the Mukhya, and all the Advitiya, non-second one. Okay, like that, and both are similar. Then we say, oh, both are one. This and this is one. So that way we have lot of usages, but here we are using it only in the sense of Sankhya. So that's only a detail which I wanted to tell you, culturally important thing in the like the concept of numbers. Okay. So now let us see the 7 vibhaktis of the Eka Shabda first. So obviously Eka is not going to have a Dvivachana and Bahuvachana. It's very funny if I say that sometimes I am tempted to use, you know, for some people, I want to say then in Telugu we use Oka. Okokkallu we say. Okokkallu. But you know, Okka is one, and when I say Okkallu, I am using it in the Bahuvachana. So I am tempted to do the same thing in Sanskritam also. But it's not correct because in Sanskritam, Eka is a like Sankhya, but I think in Sarvanama it's allowed, Ekebhyaha, I can say or not, I'm not sure, so I don't want to give you anything in clarity in that place. For now, take it as a no, okay? So for now, it's like only Ekavachana is Nitya Ekavachana, Eka Shabda, like that's why all the 7 vibhaktis, somebody please read out whatever is there on the screen and we'll go ahead. Same with the Dvi and 3 and Chatur. I have done same with 1, 2, 3, 4. So some of you can just read them out.
Eka Shabdaha Nityaika Vachana.
Amita Bhagini, would you like to read?
Yes. Eka Shabdaha Nitya Eka Vachanaha Pulinge Ekaha Ekam Ekena Ekasmai Ekasmat Ekasya Ekasmit.
Very nice. Somebody wanted to read it. Yeah, Dvi.
Yes, Trilinge.
Please read out that part. Other student.
Yeah, स्त्रीलिङ्गे एका, एकाम्, एकया, एकस्यै, एकस्याः, एकस्याः, एकस्याम्. धन्यवादः.
Very good, very good. Next student, yeah, somebody else can come ahead and read the Napunsakalinga forms.
नपुंसकलिङ्गे एकम् एकं शिष्टं पुल्लिङ्गवत् एकेन एकस्मै एकस्मात् एकस्य एकस्मिन्.
Okay, so you understand? Huh? When we want to use some vibhakti, then this is how we are going to use it for eka. Okay, then the dva, next one.
Again, what is shishtam?
Shabda. Somebody come ahead and read the three linga. Shishta means rest is all. Like after Trutiya vibhakti. Like from Trutiya vibhakti. The first two vibhaktis will be same. Ekam, ekam. And all the other is like see, ekena, ekasma, etc. resembles the pumlinga only. Okay, like that.
System means the balance. The rest of them.
Remaining.
Balance, rest of
No,
it.
the rest
Left
of the
out.
vibhakti. The rest of the vibhaktis.
Remaining. Yes.
Remaining.
Correct. Remaining. Correct. Nice. Okay. Next student. Yeah. Swaminathan ji, you can read. Please come ahead.
Yeah. Ekadvi. So, do you want me to read the title? Not necessary.
No, not necessary.
Okay. Dvishabdaha nityadvivachanaha. Pullinge dvau, dvau, dvabhyam, 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 dvayoho, dvayoho.
Yes. Yeah. Next
Strilinga.
student, please read the Strilinga.
स्त्रीलिङ्गे द्वे द्वे द्वाभ्यां 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 द्वयोः द्वयोः.
Dvayoho. So do you see that this has only dvivachana? This doesn't have like bahuvachana. Okay, dvebhyah we don't have. Dvabhyah we don't have. We have only bhyam. That part only we have. Okay. So this is always dvivachana line only. Okay, nice. Yeah. Next one, Napunsakalinga. Please read out one of the students.
May I read?
नपुंसकलिङ्गे द्वे द्वे द्वाभ्यां 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 द्वयोः द्वयोः.
Right. Yeah. Please come ahead. Yeah. Somebody was asking.
त्रिशब्दः नित्यबहुवचनान्तः पुंलिङ्गे त्रयः त्रीणः त्रिभिः त्रिभ्यः त्रयाणां त्रिषु.
Okay.
धन्यवादः.
स्त्रीशब्द नित्य बहुवचनान्त स्त्रीलिंगे तिस्रः तिस्रः तिस्रिभिः तिस्रिभ्यः तिस्रिभ्यः तिस्रीणां तिस्रिषु.
Yeah, it's actually Trisranam. I think I put it wrongly. It's the Dirgha will come. Tisranam and Tisrunam. Both are valid. I don't know. I'll just check.
No,
For now, please take it as a Dirgha. Tisranam. Okay. That what pronounced right. So that Pitrunam like that. Okay. The it will go like that. Okay. Yeah. Next student, please read Napunsakalinga.
Napunsakalinge त्रीणि त्रीणि त्रिभिः त्रिभ्यः त्रिभ्यः त्रयाणां त्रिषु.
Correct. Very good. Fine. Then next Chatushabda. 3 more students are needed. Please come ahead.
चतुष्शब्दः नित्यबहुवचनान्तः पुल्लिङ्गे चत्वारः चतुरः चतुर्भिः चतुर्भ्यः चतुर्भ्यः चतुर्णां चतुर्षु.
Right. Yeah. Next, Strilinga.
మేడం నేను చదువుతాను.
Yes, please read. Yeah.
స్త్రీలింగే చతస్రః చతస్రః చతస్రుభిః చతస్రుభ్యః చతస్రుభ్యః చతస్రుణాం చతస్రుషు. ధన్యవాద.
Chatasrishu. Yeah. Same thing. Like here also chatasrunam, I think it should be dirgha. Yeah. Next student, Napumsakalinge.
चत्वारि चत्वारि चतुरः चतुर्भिः चतुर्भ्यः चतुर्भ्यः चतुर्णां चतुर्षु. धन्यवादः.
Correct. Yeah. Chaturshu, I have written as chatur. The shu should come here.
चतुर्षु.
Chaturshu. Okay. Right. So we will see that the Pumlinga, the Napumsakalinga, rest of starting from the third vibhakti, it will resemble Pumlinga only. Okay. Now we will go to the next section. The 1 to 4 is done. Now we will go to the 5th to 10th. They are all going to follow the same pattern. Let us study that pattern. Okay. Right. So what are the shabdas? They are Panchan, Shash, Saptan, Ashtan, Navan, and Dashan. Okay. So this Dashan is very important. I feel like I am reading out the names of some Tamilians. Okay. So they have this Raman, Krishnan, and all like that. So Panchan, Saptan will be like reading out some Tamil person's name. It's very interesting. Anyway, just for a light note, I said. So this Shat is going to Shash. It's actually Shash. This is going to work a little bit differently. Okay. So these others are all Nakarantas. The Shash is only the Shakaranta. Okay, but still it will follow the same principle as the others. Okay. Right. And Dasha is important because we are going to get some until 18 or 19. When we say Navadasha, it's correct. A little important because of the translate Chaturnam. So Chaturna. Oh, okay. We will translate it like the same vibhakti we will put. Okay, so Chaturnam. There is no na. Chaturnam. So we will.
Bhagini, some of your things we missed it because there is a clip in the voice. So
Yes, Bhagini, we could not hear for some time.
the last slide you did, yeah. The last slide you did about Dashan, we missed it. Yeah. You did towards the later part of Dashan.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have just entered into the yes. So this Dasha is important because it takes a few more numbers. Ekadasha, Dwadasha, etc. until Navadasha, until 19. So it will come as an ending number for few more numbers. Okay, that is what I said. It's a little important in this aspect. All the other numbers are Nakarantas. All the others are Nakarantas. Though the Shash or the Shat that we as we know it is a Shakaranta, it behaves like others only, other Nakarantas only. Okay, so one example please for Samasa. I'll come back to that. I'll think of and tell you. Like Sapta Kanyaha, like that. Sapta Balaha, like that. So there is a way of writing together. There is a way of writing separately. Okay. So Shatam Rupyakani. So we don't say Shatarupyakani. Either Shatarupyakani or Shatam Rupyakani. Like that, some rules are there. So that's why I did not want to cover it. Well, I have tried to do it. Okay. A little simply. Then Shloka is slightly different. I was afraid of this. Yes. this numbering shloka, which gives Arbuda, Shanku, etc., I took from one source, and some sources may differ in giving one or two. Just it will be Shanka or something. I remember reading it as Shanka in one of the other alternative forms. We should be always ready, Shesheka Bhagini, for like new variations. Okay, variations in Sanskrit are very common. We should be ready for that mentally. Okay, it's not wrong if any other source gives it a little differently. Okay, so then so we will put the vibhakti when we say yeah. And please ask. Yeah. Then okay, internet connection is bad. Fine. Then the next question I am trying to answer: how do we translate Chaturnam by the four? No, Chaturnam is the vibhakti pratyaya, the Shashti vibhakti, isn't it? So we are going to translate it as of the four. So we will use the vibhakti word like from, for, in, of. These we will use. Okay. Then ordinal and cardinal. Oh, this one I have to look at it. Ordinal, I know. Ordinal is the first, second, third. That we say this is the third mistake that I am doing. So when I say it's a third mistake, I am not saying the three mistakes. It's different from the three mistakes. Or it's different from the how many boys are there? 3 boys are there. How many apples are there? 5 apples are there. So the 5 apples, it's different from the 5th apple. Okay, so that is the difference. Okay, the 5th, etc. is the difference. Then, yes. So, Koti Param Arbudam. Yes. Some differences are there. I didn't do any exhaustive work on this. I'm sorry. That's why I didn't want to give it, but I could not stop my temptation to share it with you. So for now, please excuse my half knowledge in that. Okay, this is done. Okay, is the Sesha means the same as Shishta? No, Shesha is the, okay, it's a difference of one pratyaya. Shishta is the ta pratyaya, Shesha is the dhai pratyaya. So how to tell the difference? I'll think of some way to tell you. They are a little different. Okay, they are a little different. I'll try to answer your question. Okay, fine.
Bhagini?
Right. Okay. I think I have answered all the questions. Yeah.
Bhagini, just one more observation. Chatvaraha, Dvitiya Vibhakti, Chaturaha. Am I right? Chaturaha. Have I caught it?
Yes. Right.
Here, I just thought Chaturaha Balakan Palam Dadami or something.
Right.
So there, Chaturaha is also intelligent, but we should not write Chaturan Balakan. That will become wrong. Chaturaha Balakan.
No. Yes.
Right is okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. True.
If I mistake it as intelligent, Chaturaha Ekavachana, it can't be Chaturaha Balakaha. It can't be, because I mean, in case I see in the sentence Chaturaha Balakaha, then I will think it is a Visheshana of the Balaka. Whereas Chaturaha Balakan means, then I will Dvitiya Vibhakti Chaturaha Balakan. Astu Bhagini. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, this one we had a very clear discussion. True, very good point. Good point.
Dhanyavada Bhagini. Just wanted to clarify it.
So we had this similar forms explained. Yeah.
Bhagini, the same question. Chaturaha is also an ordinal number or a cardinal. Is it a fourth? It stands for fourth or four. Could you say the difference between the fourth and the four?
Okay. Chaturaha. Yes. I think yes.
No. Chaturtaha will be the ordinal number.
Yes.
Pullinga.
Chaturtaha is ordinal. Yes.
But only qualification is the Bhagini said, Chaturaha Balakan, that's correct. Chaturaha Balakaha means fourth boy. That's not correct. That's wrong. Chaturaha Balakaha is wrong. Wrong usage. Chaturaha Balakaha.
Intelligent boy. In case I see the words Chaturaha Balakaha, that means Balakaha is being exemplified by this Visheshana. Chaturaha, he's an intelligent boy.
Oh,
So
okay. I gotcha. Okay. You meant a different meaning. Dhanyavada.
Yes. Dhanyavada.
Yeah. So,
Bhagini, that Tisrubi you said, no, Bhagini.
So, ordinal is like Chaturthaha, Panchamaha.
Bhagini, the Tisrubi, Tisrubhyaha, we said no, Bhagini, now.
Yes.
It is not Dirgha, it seems, because in my book, and Tisrubhyaha, it is Hrasva only, Bhagini. Tisrubhyaha, Tisrubhyaha, Tisrunam.
No, I said about the Shashti.
Tisrunam.
I said
no,
only
Bhagini,
about
even Shashti. In that also, it is coming Tisraha.
Okay,
Tisraha,
if it's a Hasva, then it's good. I thought I wrote it wrongly.
And Chatusrubhyaha also, no Dirgha is there everywhere. In all Vibhaktis, Bhagini. It is Hasva only, Bhagini.
Very
just
good.
I referred a book. In that book, it is given. So just I wanted to inform you.
Bhagini, fourth will be Chaturtha, not Chatura. Chaturtha. Chaturtha.
No. Chaturaha only. Chaturtha is ordinal.
Chaturtha.
Chaturtha stands for the
Chatura. Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturtha. Chaturtha.
Yeah, that's
different.
That goes in a different line. I said I'm not going to explain them here.
Chaturaha, Chaturanadavanannu, Balakanannu. ಅದು ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಚತುರಹ ಚತುರ್ಥಃ ವಿಧಿ ನಾಲ್ಕನೆಯ ಹುಡುಗನು. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಲ್ಕನೇ ಹುಡುಗ ನೀನ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ಚತುರ್ಥಃ ಬಾಲಕಃ ಅತ್ರ ಆಗಚ್ಚತು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಚತುರಃ ಬಾಲಕಃ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾಲ್ಕನೇ ಬಾಲಕನನ್ನು.
Additional point is Chaturaha has got two meanings. It could be a smart boy. That's why that other Bhagini said Chaturaha Balakaha means the smart boy, whereas Chaturaha Balakahan is the four boys. So the Chaturaha has come as a number as well as a smartness. So that is where the confusion was. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead. I think your doubts are cleared. Thank you so much for that explanation. It's very good, helpful. So because other material is there, we are let me try to complete. And a lot of other things are there. Shall we do another class or shall I go ahead and complete it? Lot of things are there. See, like Pancha. Many things are there. I won't be able to do it.
Another class is better.
Okay. But if better we go to the next class. I will just complete this slide. Then we will go to the next class. Okay. I'll try to do some justice to this class. I'll complete the idea which we started and then I'll go ahead. Okay. So
I agree.
this shut, it's only the shut is the thank you. Only the shut is going a little away, but all others are same. Panchan, Saptan, Ashtan, Navan and Dashan, they go same way. Then they have the one important thing is they don't have the linga difference. They are samana in all the lingas. Pancha Purushaha, Pancha Striyaha, Pancha Yantrani. We are going to say only the Pancha. Of course, the na will drop. The ending na will drop. Okay. And the shash will become shat. Right. So they are all nitya bahuvachanantas. There are no singular and dual forms for these. Like Panchabhyam and Panchayoho will not be there. Okay. So there will be only Nitya Bahuvachana pratyas for that. And 7 vibhaktis will be there. And there will be like Pancha, Sapta, Nava, Dasha. They will be same in their forms. Ashta will differ a little. Shat will differ a little. Okay. Only those two will differ in their this. Ashta will differ because it has Vaikalpika Rupas. Vikalpa is having alternate forms. Okay, so this is going to differ a little. We will see only the vibhaktis. I will try to read them out quickly for you all. Pancha will have like this. We can say that Samana Rupani in the three lingas means they are going to take the Napunsakalinga forms. They are basically Napunsakalingas. Okay, and they will be same for all the lingas. They will not change. I mean, they will retain their linga. They will, like when we say Eka Stri, Ekaha Purushaha, Ekam Yantram. Okay, Dvau Purushau, Dve Striyau, and then Dve Yantre, like that. But for when it comes to Pancha, it's going to be same all over. Panchabhyaha, Purushebhyaha, Panchabhyaha, Stribhyaha, like that. Then Shash. We'll go Shat, Shat, Shadvihi, Shadbhyaha, Shadbhyaha, Shadnam, Shadsu. And Sapta, 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 Saptabhihi, Saptabhyaha, Saptabhyaha, Saptanam, Saptasu. Then when we come to Ashta, see how many alternate forms are there. Ashtau, Ashta, Ashtau, Ashta, Ashtabhihi, Ashtabhihi. Okay. Then Ashtabhyaha, Ashtabhyaha. So there is a Dirgha form, there is a non-Dirgha form. Then when it comes to Nava, then it's again. So Pancha, Sapta, Nava will be same. Shat will be a little different in the first two forms. Ashta will have all alternate forms with the first two with Au Au and rest all with the A Dirgha. Okay. So this is the thing which I wanted to tell. We'll go to the Dasha later. Okay. So with new concepts, we'll start. We'll do it in the next week. So until now, if you have any more doubts, you can ask. Okay, let me do a quick revision so that you can see all the slides and recollect if you have any. Okay, so we have done the Sankhya's introduction today. We have tried to understand different the Vyavastha, the Sankhya system in different languages. Okay, and then the sthanas, the places of the numbers when we write them, we try to understand them in Sanskrit, and then the Vyavastha in Sanskrit we try to understand. So in Sanskrit, numbers are entirely different from all other languages because there is going to be Linga Vachana Vyavastha, Vibhakti, Visheshana Visheshanatva. Then Lekhanam is two types, Akshara Rupam, Sanketa Rupam. Then I asked you all to learn the Devanagari numbers, writing the Sanketa system. Then they have the Shabda Rupas. That is why they have the Pratipadika plus Pratyaya forms. The Sandhi Niyamas are going to work. All the Sandhis will come into play when we want to tell the numbers. Okay, like Chatustrimshat, like that we say. Okay, then it's like it's different from Chatur Vimshatihi. It's Chatur Vimshatihi, but it is Chatustrimshat. Where is the Sa coming from? Where is the Ra coming from? We all know because we know it as a Visarga Sandhi. Okay, until and unless we know that, I didn't give an example at that time. Now I am trying to give. So until and unless we have that in mind, we cannot do justice to the numbers at all. Okay, and some forms like 8, 2, 9, and 3. They are not 3. I should remove this 3. This 3 is going to be confusing for you. It's not a Vaikalpika Rupa, just one or two places, I think, but it's mostly the Sandhi aspect that works there. Okay, then we have the Samasatvam, okay, Samastatvam as one aspect. Okay, right now I don't have examples like Shatam. I am very much aware. Like Shatam is always, when we use as a Vyasta Shabda, it's going to retain its form. We don't say Shatani Rupyakani. We only say Shatam Rupyakani. Okay, in this there is one this Subhashita is there, isn't it? Like Gachan Vainato Gachan Pipilako Yati Yojananam Shatani Api. So I said, how can it be Yojananam Shatani? Then that's an idiom in Sanskritam. Then they say Shatani, Yojananam Shatani, like hundreds of yojanas. So exactly if we translate into English, we are finding it suitable for the Sanskrit idiom also. Sometimes English is nearer in one or two cases. I don't say everywhere. In one or two cases, especially with passive and with this numbering system, sometimes it's near to English. Okay. So that's some of the, yeah.
Bhagini, 100
Okay.
men.
Yeah. Then we'll go ahead.
Sorry. 100 men. Do we say Shatam Purushaha?
Yeah, Shatam Purushaha only we have.
Oh,
yes, yes. We cannot say Shatam. Yeah.
शतपुरुषाः एवमपि वक्तुं शक्नुमः खलु भगिनि?
When we write
शतपुरुषाः
the Samasta Shabda, if we write, then it will change. Yeah.
There's an example for the Samasta. Okay, okay, understood.
So if we write it, sometimes changes. Okay, yeah, sometimes it changes that I didn't prepare anything on that, Bhagini. My observations, I didn't collect them at one place regarding the samasas. Okay, that system we have to cover separately. Okay, I'll come back to that if I have time and if we will be able to do it. Okay, I'll try. Then, then this like what?
Bhagini, I think there Shatapurushaha, we must remember to put one single Shiroreka. Otherwise, Shatam Purushaha.
Am Bhagini.
Astu.
Shatam Purushaha. Shatapurushaha. Yes. Right. So some places we don't allow the samasas to happen. That I have to be like clear. I didn't study that part. I'll study and present to you if any time we have a chance. Okay. Then we came to one point where we have to divide the numbers into separate categories in order to understand their forms. The first category being 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we try to understand the qualities, the characteristics of those 4 for Eka, Dvi, 3, and Chatur. Okay, so there we try to understand the forms also. We saw them directly. Then we came to the 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, which work differently from 1, 2, 3, 4, which are Nitya Napunsakas, but they are applied to all the lingas, all the 3 lingas, they work in the same way. Okay, but when it comes to forms, it's not the idea that I'm speaking of. It's about the forms that we are trying to understand. Please be clear with that. Okay, and Shat only is different in the first 2 forms. Rest are all like behaving similarly. The 8 is going to have many like 2 vikalpas, with one with dirgha and one non-dirgha. Okay, so in that 5, 7, and 9 and 10. So these 4 will be similar. Then the 6 and 8 are going to look a little different. Okay, so we have tried to understand them and their like vibhakti forms. We have tried to understand. Okay, until here I presented. Anything to ask from your side?
This Eka Vimshati Balakaha and Eka Vimshati Balikaha.
No. We didn't come to that point. We will come to that point. No, answer is no. We cannot say Eka Vimshati. We will say Eka Vimshati only. The combining
because it's
and
more than 4.
Come till there. We are till
anything
here
more than
we did
4.
About individual numbers only. Till yes. They are not when they are in come.
But individual numbers only this thing is
when we are saying 24, 35, 64, etc., the system is going to change. Then they will not be like we are not talking about Eka Dvi there. We are talking about Eka Vimshati there. So why will Eka be affected? Eka will not be affected there. It's not separately. As I said, they will drop their individual characteristics when they enter into compounds. So Eka Vimshati is a kind of compounded word. I am not saying it is in compound with another word, but Eka Vimshati itself is a combination of two numbers. Yeah. So it's entering into samasa, that Eka will drop its individual characteristic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Bhagini, as a rule, anything greater than 4, there is no linga difference, right? Yeah. So that means
True.
So anything Ekavimshati has no linga difference.
True.
They're the same for all three.
No linga difference. Yes, but Vimshati has a linga. That is it. That we will come to know. Okay, in the next class.
It's a pretty complex. Numerical system is a pretty complex.
So if your doubts are complete, this complex one. Yes, I agree. It's
Bhagini,
it's a complex most idea in Sanskrit.
In our Panchangam, every day, the divasa, we say Pratama, Dvitiya, Trutiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti. That is because they refer to the Tithi, which is a Strilinga pada, kila?
Yes, correct.
So they are all in Strilinga, Pratama, Dvitiya, what we say in Panchanga. Okay.
Yes,
Dhanyavad.
true.
Okay, Dhanyavad.
When it comes to ordinal, I don't want to make it complicated. When it comes to ordinal number, which you didn't cover, so if it is out of scope, let's not discuss that. Do they have a gender difference? Like the lady said, Panchami is like a 5th day, right? Shashti, Ashtami, Navami, Dashami, these are all ordinal numbers. So is there a difference in the gender?
Yeah, because Panchami Tithi. Adya ka titihi iti kopi prashnam karoti chet. We say Adya Panchami Titihi we leave out because it is understood. So there.
So Panchami is ordinal. No, Panchami is not a cardinal, it's ordinal. 5th.
Ordinal, yes. Ordinal. Like Pratamaha Balakaha we say no. Like that here Pratama Titihi, Dvitiya Titihi. Like that we are referring to the Tithi, that is the day in Panchanga. That's what I just wanted to clarify.
Yes.
Prathama is not there, Pratipada is there, I think.
Pratipat also. Pratama
Anyway,
also
that's okay. That's all right. Yeah. Let's not go into that.
You see, somebody says Panchami, how do you explain that in English?
The
5th, so it's an ordinal number.
5th in the feminine. 5th, yeah, it's not number, it's an ordinal, yes.
Ordinal, right? So Pratama is the first day. That in Shukla Paksha, Dvitiya Krishna Paksha, I say, today is Pratama, is the first day. Dvitiya is the second day, it's not 2 days. That's the difference, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's not. Yeah, Dvitiya, when we say it's not it's the second day. It's not the 2 days, but it's the second day. Dvitiya. Yeah.
On the other hand, you say Dvau Dinaha. Dvau Dine.
Because Dina is Napumsaka. Dve Dine.
Dve
Dine. Yeah.
Anything to do with the number, whether it is English, Sanskrit, or it is complex. So I'm beginning to realize it more and more as we discuss.
Yeah, we cannot compare with any language in this aspect. It's very unique.
And in the Jyotisha Shastra, it's even more complex. The concept
is very unique in Sanskrit. She is very complicated in this aspect. I agree. Yes. And I saw no book introduces numbers in such a systematic manner. No beginner's book will give you insights into these ideas unless you learn the, people ask me, oh, why don't you show us the counting in the beginning stage? I said you should understand the Shabdarupas, the Pratipadikas, the Halantas, the Sandhis, so many things come into play. How can I just teach you numbers without your understanding into all those things? It's a simple answer from my side. Sankhyas always come in the end. Okay. So once you complete all those Shabdarupas, and that's why in this book also they gave Sankhya's in the end. You know, this is the last concept that we are learning.
Yes,
After
yes,
this,
yes,
there are
yes,
some
yes.
Subhashitas and letter writing and that we have to cover. That's why I was just relaxed. Okay. I thought, okay, just let me give some time for this concept so that that building works, you can do it on your own. Okay. Or I'll give you guidance if Vyoma permits, then we have some more classes. I'll try to give you more insights into them. The letter writing, the essay writing and all. We can discuss some ideas and then we will leave it. If you know, we don't want to prolong this, then we will just, I'll give you the ideas how to write good essays and all. We will leave out what is there in the book. You can take hints from that and build your own language, this thing. That I'll discuss and let you know. I was just waiting for these concepts to complete. I thought today we could cover it, but we could not. We'll take one more class because even if at this stage, you see how complicated or how systematic or how different this vyavastha is, even that will help you for your outlook. Okay, that's what was my aim. Okay. Well, sorry for today's class. There was lot of lagging in the internet. I'll try to make it better next time. I tried my best, whatever was available right now. Okay. Hope it was okay. Not much was missing in the lags, and I hope anybody can ask if something is missing in between. I'll repeat it. Okay.
Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Dhanyavad. Okay, we'll do the swasti. Okay, yeah. Swasti prajabhyat paripalayantam nyayye namargena mahim mahisha go brahmane shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Astu. Shubhamastu to everyone. Ram Ram Ram.
Shubhamastu.
Dhanyavada Bhagini.
Dhanyavad. Excellent lesson.
Thank you. Namaste.